taking an Asian influence item like a bao bun and putting something like jerk pork in it.
Okay, this actually leads us quite well onto our talking point, because I thought today we was going to talk about a bit about appropriation of culture, and specifically black culture. So when we spoke about, like, we hear a lot about jerk rice or IKEA doing their jerk chicken and white rice and green peas, and then the whole world is like, what? That is not jerk chicken. Like, is that appropriation if you say you're going to do like a jerk taco? I mean, how is that fair to say? Or is it just evolution of food? Is jerk rice evolution of food, or is it just taking the mick? Sorry,
I don't feel like jerk rice is an evolution of food because they haven't elevated it. They haven't done something more with the food.
Well, that didn't even exist.
They've just changed it. And I feel like every dish that I want to do that might represent Caribbean food, if I feel like it's very authentic, I won't touch it on that sense. I will do my own interpretation of it.
Okay.
And if it comes to my own interpretation, it doesn't have to be classic. It's my interpretation of it.
I think it's interesting that you say that, you know, you come in as a chef and like you had no need to like cook West Indian food because you are. Like, I have a thing I say, I'm not pro-black, I just am black.
Yeah.
I think the same thing applies with photography. There's certain things that they've been selling us for a little while. You know, like you're watching Channel 5, if you watch Channel 5, and this advert comes on. Oh, please give £3 to whatever orphan, fly on its nose, tears running down its eyes, you know. But Africa's got more wealth than they've been pillaging it for the last 200 years, and they still haven't managed to kill it. Do you know what I mean? It's still producing more wealth. In terms of social appropriation, like, there's a problem I have. I wish more people in my peer group would stop buying Nikes and buy shares in Nike.
Or create their own brand.
I don't mind if you like. Some people don't have that foresight. Like, we're talking about being creatives, being artisans, whether you're a chef.
It's not for everyone.
It's not for everyone. It's alchemy. It's magic. Not everybody's ready for that.
Yeah.
And like when you start saying stuff like that, it's alchemy, it's magic. That raises whatever pseudo-Christian, blah 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 blah, for whoever what, and they're like, yeah, I'm not even getting involved with that. That sounds like some pagan witchcraft thing.
Yeah.
But it's not, because I understand that. Another element is something else. I still use analog film, and sometimes you develop something at a certain speed, at a certain pace, and it just looks a certain way, and you're like, wow, there's a magic there. Same comes from food. We as a people have a lot of that magic. Through slavery, through colonialism, we still manage to maintain that magic. So here's the thing with it. If you see somebody who shines like that, you're going to want to shine like them. My issue with it all, with the whole social appropriation thing, is we don't realise how much we shine. We're sending girl children to school with 2-box braids, because mummy could not be bothered for real.
The doo-doo plants.
So I never got no nice styles.
You know what I'm saying?
I had to go with them.
But then Kim Kardashian does it, and next thing I know, it's a boxer braid.
Yeah, and this is I was talking a bit earlier about, for example, twerking. I said, somebody asked me, I remember this is a good few years ago, and someone was like, oh, can you twerk? And I was like, what's twerking? I don't understand. And then he showed me, I'm like, that's just shaking your body.
Yeah, but you know, that's spiritual. Do you know what I mean? That goes back millennia.
Yeah, but we've been dancing and doing it for years, but now it's become a thing. Like, twerking is a thing. Miley Cyrus went out there with her no back and shook her back, and now twerking is worldwide. Everyone can do it.
You know, the twerking champion of the world is like some woman from Poland.
That's what I'm saying. So our culture becomes like the black pound.
Because we don't take these things that seriously.
Yeah, maybe.
The black pound, the black culture is very, very strong. And people take it and they make a whole load of money off it, but we don't necessarily do that. When you say, for example, get shares in Nike,